Welcome to the Budgeting Sisters. I am the oldest sister, and I'm excited for you to be here to watch me take control of my finances without feeling overwhelmed. Grab a chair and maybe even a cup of tea and dive into this week's budgeting breakdown. This week's going to be a long video. We're going to look at the fourth week of the spending period. We're going to unstuff the purse, do a savings challenge, and do a complete reset for the new 4-week period. Looking at week 4, we're going to start with the income. So we rolled over £1,209 from the week before. We had £190 come in from my other half's job, which gave us £1,399. For the fixed bills, we had £17 for the phone. However, I realised that the phone was actually coming out of week 1 of the next 4 weeks. So I've left that in the bank for the 22nd. In the variables, fuel, we were underspent by £5.71. Groceries, we were overspent by £2.89. Personal, we were underspent by 74 pence. Pet food, we were underspent by £7.17. Car costs, we spent £8 for the month, as this is one of those rollovers. However, it wasn't actually used for car. We actually bought a curtain rail for one of the bedrooms upstairs, and hopefully that should be fitted in the next week or so. Travel, we didn't, which is usually used for parking. We didn't use any money for this month or this week. And then, so because we didn't actually go up to the hospital this month. And then in the sinking funds, we used £2.99, which was for a pair of shoes for 3.75. We overspent by 25 pence in the eating out, because what we did was we added that £14 and the Father's Day money together, and we had a dine-in meal deal type thing from one of the supermarkets, but we were 25 pence overspent. We did use £6.99 in subscriptions, which was our supermarket online shopping delivery savers, which are for the next coming 4 weeks. I've actually put that in with the grocery money and upped the grocery money by £7. We didn't do a visit, so that £50 is still there. And we spent another £2.99 in school miscellaneous sinking fund, because after buying my son his water bottle, 4 days later I had to buy him another one because he broke the first one. I do actually have a plan if I need to buy a third one, but at the moment he hasn't broken the second water bottle. Right. We had nothing for debt repayment. These weren't budgeted, and so we didn't need to put anything in them. And so because it is the end of the 4th week, we will be clearing out all our rollover pots. So we've got £22 going into the savings challenge, 71 pence going into the penny challenges, and then 2 pence that's coming from the savings challenge. To go into the savings challenge from the sinking fund. So total income was £1,399. Total variable was £126.27. Savings envelope will be £22.73, and we are going to roll into week 1 of the next 4-week period having £1,267. I think for this 4th week that was everything really.
Right, so after going through that, we're now going to go through my purse. So obviously there was nothing in fuel. We obviously used the car running cost for the curtain rail. Let's take the £5 out of travel. General light, miscellaneous is empty, and grocery is empty. Right, so we'll put that to one side for a bit later on. And then we've got, right, so 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then there's 71 pence, and then the two pence that will go into the bag it and bank it. So right, so let's have a look. So Friday was a green day. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so of course today I finished my last day at my old job, so that's £2 that goes in there. And on Monday I will be starting my new job, which I'm quite excited about. A bit nervous, as you probably can guess, but excited nonetheless. Right, so let's put that over there. Right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So first of all, we've got £9 in there to put in there. So let's take that out, and then we can put those two in. I know a lot of people, they consolidate theirs once a month, but I sort of do mine when I take the money out of the bank, because of the fact that I have to do it from an ATM. I find that they give me a lot of £20 notes, so I do a lot of my changing up during the week to change, so that I've got the cash for these. So I don't always have like lots of small amounts. So that's why I don't do a video on it. Right. Let's see. Let's try a black dice this time. Sorry, I just seem to be moving everything around all the time. So, right, 3. 1, 2, 3. Red or black? Oh. Right, so it says, choose red or black and place your bet. Then flip your chip and find the match to save the amount that if you wish to lose double. So I'm going to go for 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, so I'm going to go for a red. So that'll be £1. Oh, yeah, I'll colour it in red so I know that's right. Let's see if I can flip this. Ooh, that didn't go very well. Let's try again. I think we're about to get a visitor. Oh, it's a black, so I lost. That's £2. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wild card. Right. So it says draw a random card each time you plan to save money. Save the value on the card. You can decide the value of Jack, Queen, King, or Ace. Repeat as often as you need to reach your savings goal. So 4. We're doing quite well this week for being able to save. Right. Right. 6. Right, save or spend. Right. So I'm going to use a black die. No, we're going to use the white dice and the blue dice. So white dice is going to be for save, blue dice is going to be for spend. So we've got 2 for save, and 2 for spend. So save. So I'm going to take the 3 out. I'll put the 5 in. And then we're going to put 2 in there. And then last one, 5. Right, so rock, paper, scissors. Right, you ready? This probably means we might owe it some. Oh no, it doesn't fit. Right, hand is 2, so as in paper, so we're going to put £1 in there. And then we'll change that up next week. Right, so let's put this away. And then we'll start with sorting stuff out for the next 4 weeks. It's been quite a tiring week this week, but I think that's because there's been various things going on. It's nice warm weather here, and I always find it quite difficult to sleep when it's warm weather. And then, obviously, with the nervousness of potentially the new job, because you're nervous, but you're excited because it's all new. So, yeah, I'm kind of, that's how I'm feeling at the moment. So, right, lovely. So, the next thing is, right, so 20, 40, 60, 80. Right, let me just rearrange my desk a bit. Right. So, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's 140 and then 5. Right, so we have 145. So we're going to start with fuel money. So we've got 4 weeks, £30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got £10 for miscellaneous, £10 for car costs, and £5 for travel. So let's put these away. So I'm going to work backwards. So week 4's money. Three's money. Week 2's money. Right, we're not going to put week 1's money in there because we're about to put week 1's into the purse. So here comes the purse again. So we got £30 for fuel. £10 for car running costs. £5 for travel, and then £10 for miscellaneous change. And then obviously nothing grocery at the moment until we do the shopping tomorrow. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you found this video useful, then go ahead and tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on the new videos. If you've got any questions or budgeting wins or tips to share, drop them in the comments. I love to see how you're all making progress with your money. New videos drop every Thursdays and Saturdays. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep crushing your goals, and remember, every penny has a job.